another production of ParkTV 16 Sports on location. Tonight we are at the Rec Center in St. Louis Park, bringing you Benilde-St. Margaret boys hockey in their last regular season game, or their second to the last regular season game, but our last game, bringing you the broadcast on ParkTV 16 Sports. My name is Robert Christensen. Glad you're with us. And tonight, the Red Knights, ranked in the top 5 in the state, are taking on the Chanhassen Storm. And there you can see their records. Not so identical. The Storm having a tough year, 7-15-1. And of course, the Red Knights with a stellar 19-5 overall record, 8-0 in the conference. This is a Metro Conference matchup. We have 3 cameras on location. We got our corner camera, which I love, and I hope you love it too. And we're about to begin here. Red Knights and the Storm coming in from the western suburbs to the near western suburbs of St. Louis Park. And again, glad you're with us, and we're underway at the Rec Center. The Red Knights in white and red, going left to right to begin with. And in goal for Chanhassen is Stefano Carrazza. He's got an 0.898 save average, a goals against average of 3.66. Meanwhile, for the Red Knights, Matthew Perreault in nets. He's got a 2.73 goals against average. In their last 10 games, the Red Knights are 9-1. For the Storm, they are 4-6. So advantage Red Knights here at home in one of their second to the last game of the year. Actually, this is their last game. Chanhassen has one more game after tonight, New Prague at home later on this week. So the end of the hockey season is here. The section playoffs are upon us after tonight. And we're underway here at the Rec Center. 1 minute in, no shots on goal, and Chanhassen clears the puck all the way down, and that'll draw our first whistle of the night. That comes with 15:57 remaining in the first period. Our score is 0-0, and an icing call will bring the puck back into the Chanhassen zone for a face-off to the left of goaltender Stefano Carrazza. In to take the draw for the Red Knights, number 10, that is A.J. Ulrich. And he gets kicked out of the face-off circle. Coming in to take his place, number 9, Dylan Popane. And he wins the draw. Quick wrist shot taken by number 16, Keegan Davis. Thought that was on net. They won't count that. Meanwhile, Chanhassen controls the puck and kept in with his right big paw. Number 9 was Dylan Popane, the 6-foot, 178-pound senior right winger, able to keep it in the zone. Now the puck back out at neutral ice and back into the Red Knights zone, played by number 2, that's Castor Callan. Callan to the near side to number 16, Keegan Davis. He brings it across the line into the corner, pulls up shop, now at the corner. In the slot, wrist shot on net. Carrazza with the goal, gives it the rebound. No one there but Chanhassen Storm. Nice rebound, picked up by the Storm, and now they'll dump it into the Red Knight zone. They wave off the icing as number 12 brought it into the zone just in time. That was Brady Kennedy. Now Red Knights back into the Storm zone. Intercepted and taken back by number 8. That is Theo Kubek. And now the Storm will break out. 2 shots on goal, credit to the Red Knights. Now coming right in, all alone, was number 2, Logan Smith. He has 28 points on the year, and he found himself one-on-one with goaltender Matthew Perreault, and Perreault makes the big save on that breakaway. And we're tied at 0 with 14.5 minutes to go. Period number 1. Now in the slot, quick wrist shot taken by number 25, Noah Johnson. Nice save by Carrazza, I should say. All right, now puck still loose in the corner, picked up by number 8, Connor Timmons for the Red Knights. Now on the other side, Red Knights controlling the puck on the forecheck. Nice backhand pass to number 14, Grayson Quirk. His wrist shot from a tough angle, deflected. Now along the near boards and behind the net into the far corner. Chanhassen does clear the puck. Number 8, Theo Kubek, the sophomore, will draw the icing whistle, and that'll stop the clock once again with 13:52. Here's that replay on the breakaway by Logan Smith. He had a golden opportunity to put his Storm on top on the road. against the favored Red Knights. Couldn't come up with it as Perot, the goaltender, made a huge save there early on. Now face-off back in the Storm zone on the icing call. Storm win the draw and force the puck out to middle ice. Now back into their own zone. Back to play at number 27, Brady Robbins, the senior. And a relentless forecheck again by the Red Knights, but the Storm come out with it. And they break it off to the near side to number 14, Nolan Warner. Warner comes in, plays the puck behind the net. Now to the far boards, getting there first for the Red Knights. Number 18 is Junior Podine. Now the Storm take over. 13:20 to go. Period number 1. Quick moving first period here on ParkTV 16 Sports. We're streaming live on YouTube. Again, glad you're with us. Now with the puck, that's number 3, Mason Miner. Miner tried to hit Podine right across the red line in front of the blue line, and he couldn't handle the puck, and it made its way all the way to the goaltender, Carrazza, and he scoops it up, and that'll draw a whistle and a stoppage on the clock and a face-off to Carrazzo's left. Red Knights change on the stoppage in to take the draw, number 10 for the Red Knights, A.J. Ulrich, the senior. Referee taking his time, controlling the faceoff, allows it to go. Puck comes all the way out to neutral ice after it goes off the far boards. Getting there first, number 2, is Carter Callan. Callan quickly to number 26. That was Smith. Now into the Storm zone, trying to control the puck, and it comes right back out to neutral ice. Callan now will regroup. Over to the far side, dumps it in behind the boards. Casano back to play, and always dangerous when that goaltender gets too far astray. He's able to get back without any repercussions, though. The Red Knights do take it over on the forecheck at the point. Shot taken by Smith, and a whistle from away from the play, and it appears the goal has come off its moorings as we look at number 16, Keegan Davis. And now a face-off on that technical issue with the goal coming off its moorings, and a face-off to the left of Casano. 12:30 remaining, period number 1. Face-off controlled by the Red Knights. Backhanded around the near boards into the corner by number 16, Keegan Davis. And now the outlet pass, and it's ahead to number 2, Logan Smith. He has shown his skill out there already with a one-on-one opportunity against the goaltender, Perot. This time, though, he can't convert in the same way. Now the Red Knights bring it right back in. That's number 10 with it. A.J. Ulrich right on the doorstep. And Casano able to stand up A.J. Ulrich as he came in there right with an opportunity. There's our corner camera. Hope we get a lot of images from there. Now the interception in the Red Knight zone by number 31, Quinn Redding. And the Red Knights able to avert that threat. Now Ulrich spins around. Good forecheck by the Storm. Now the puck to number 21, Peyton Mulleran. And he dumps it into the Storm zone with 11.5 minutes to go. Red Knights change on the fly. Intercepted on the forecheck, number 8, Connor Timmons. At neutral ice, dumping it back in was 21, Mulleran. Now the Storm try to get it out to mid-ice. Intercepted by number 14, Grayson Quirk comes in, wrist shot. Casano with the save, and he'll hold on to stop the clock with 11:15 remaining. There's that goaltender, Casano, having a good night so far. And here comes number 14, Quirk, with the quick wrist shot. But Casano able to stop it right there, and the clock stopped with 11:15 remaining. Face-off now to Casano's left. He's faced 7 shots already, turned them all away, and we're just at the 11:11 mark in period number 1. Face-off now, shot, tipped, almost an own goal by number 27, Brady Robbins, as it went over the crossbar. Usually you want to tip the puck in front of the net if you're the offensive player, but that time the defenseman almost tipped it in on his own goalie. Interesting play there. All right, now meanwhile, Storm back into the Red Knights zone. Red Knights play right back out to neutral ice. Timmons with it. And he'll spin back around now to the near side to number 3, Mason Miner. Miner to the far side. Podine tries to play it, but he gets stood up at the blue line, and the Red Knights will change as they dump the puck, and the Storm will have a chance quickly. Out to neutral ice, they get it to number 14, Warner, who's able to touch it and get in the Red Knight zone, and now the Storm will change. Now in front of the goal! Sneaking from behind the goal was that guy right there. Who was that? Number 19 for the Storm, Ryan McPartland. He's their leading point getter, their leading scorer, and their leading assist person. He comes right in behind, causing chaos, and did he get his stick on the puck, or was that a Red Knight stick? I do know this. Let's see here, the corner camera. Let's see. Yeah, Partling, he got his stick on it. He scored that goal. That was all number 18, Ryan McPartland. I printed out a stat today. Star Tribune, Hockey Hub, Ryan McPartland, leading goal scorer. Ryan McPartland, 20 assists, leading point getter. And there he made things happen, and he's got the Storm up 1-0, and now we're under 10 minutes to go. Meanwhile, play continues on. 2 shots on goal for the Storm, but 1 in the net, and now the Red Knights have a little bit of a challenge here at home as the Storm play it right back into the Red Knights zone, right in front, and McPartland had another opportunity. The pass came right out, and he was right in front, couldn't get enough wood on that puck, and now the puck back into the Storm zone. What a confidence booster for the Chanhassen Storm on the road here. Meanwhile, you wonder if the Red Knights don't have their minds already looking ahead to the section finals, but they got this one last home game to take care of. And now in front, puck loose, now into the corner. Red Knights, 9 minutes remaining, first period. With the puck at the blue line, coming right in, number 16, that is Keegan Davis. Now the puck to the near side. Red Knights keeping the pressure on. And now to mid-ice. Very quiet arena here as Mullerin picks up the puck in his own zone with 8.5 minutes to go. Very fast-moving first period here. Now coming in, number 14, Grayson Quirky had a lot of speed there, but he got steered into the corner. Now behind the net, Red Knights right in front, the shot! Missing. Number 25 was Noah Johnson. The big guy had a chance right in front. Missed the net over the crossbar. And a stoppage as Casano scoops up the puck and a chance to take a deep breath. Here's Noah Johnson with a chance right in front. And he flips it over the net. Casano, though, the goaltender, was in a great place, though, which had a lot to do with, I think, Johnson shooting that puck over the net. He didn't have a lot to shoot at there as Casano was taking up a lot of the space in front of the goal. Now here comes the Storm trying to break through, going down, skiing into the net, and out of control as he lost his edge was number 19, Ryan McPartland again. Where is McPartland? Boy, he has got some skill. He doesn't have a lot of size as he goes down into the corner. Now there's our corner camera. Speaking of corners, Podine against number 18, Jack Gleason. Look at that angle, huh? Now Podine gets booted out. What for? Huh? Sometimes it's a power play for the officials here, kicking guys out of the face-off circle. I never quite understand what that's all about. Now an icing call. First one against the Red Knights will stop the clock with 7:55 to go. Chanhassen Storm lead 1-0. They're down in shots 9-2. As we get a shot of the crowd here. Good crowd on hand. And there's our Red Knight bench standing. And they are definitely engaged. Here's their team now. The face-off coming right in. Shot taken, whistle as Perreault saves it. And again, who is that? Number 18, Jack Gleason. Gleason, their third leading point getter, 25 points, 9 goals, 16 assists. Took that face-off right in on net, and whenever I see that, it reminds me of a goal of Bobby Smith I saw in person in the early 80s. He took a face-off against the Calgary Flames. beat the goaltender, all unassisted. That was very similar right there, but Perreault makes the save. Hit there at neutral ice, puck back into the Red Knights zone. 7.5 minutes to go, period number 1. And we're gonna have a whistle and a penalty coming up. I'm not sure it's gonna be on. Let's see, is it gonna be on a Red Knight or a Storm? Let's see what it looks like. Interference is gonna be the call right there. Number 3, Mason Miner, put on a solid check. Is that gonna be a charging call? Let's see, there he is, number 3, Mason Miner, the 6'1", 195-pound junior left winger. And now the Storm, not only with a 1-goal lead, now they have a 2-minute advantage starting at 7.5 minutes to go. We'll listen to the penalty.
Margaret's number 3, Mason Miner. 2 minutes interference.
Interference is the call. Could have been charging. It looked like he took a couple strides at the Storm player into the boards. Now the Storm have an excellent opportunity. And now they let that get back to mid-ice. They'll have to regroup as we approach the 7-minute mark. Now with the puck, number 23, Landon Famagletti. At the point, kept in by Famagletti. Now in the slot, wrist shot, deflected in front, taken by Brady Robbins, number 27 for the Storm. Now with the puck behind the net, number 2 is Carter Callan. He manages to get out to mid-ice. And now all the way back into the Storm zone. 6:37 remaining in period number 1. 1:05 remaining in the player advantage. Now here comes number 11, Cam Kirschner, on as they're shorthanded. Gets a shot on goal. Deflection onto the stick of number 27, Brady Robbins. Now we'll have to regroup. Good forecheck there, despite the fact the Red Knights are a player down. They have an excellent penalty kill percentage. I wrote that stat down before tonight. 80% penalty kills. We look at that replay, the save by Casano, and now a face-off with 42 seconds remaining in the player advantage. 6:12 remaining in period number 1. And Podine in to take the draw against number 25, Ryan Colleran. And Podine wins the face-off puck now as Callan brings it all the way back, trying to kill time on the penalty kill. He'll play the puck back into the Storm zone, intercepted by number 5. That is Bogucki, B-O-G-U-C-K-I. Bogucki, I hope I'm pronouncing that right. Now Podine plays into the Storm zone as they have 15 seconds left to kill on the penalty, and the Red Knights will change. Now the Storm, and intercepting it off the bench. Quirk comes right in at Casano. He makes the save. He makes another save. Casano playing very well tonight in nets. Until then, the shot taken by Quirk from an impossible, seemingly impossible angle, and he beats Casano to tie it up right here. He kind of delayed it. Casano made the save, and then there's another save by Casano, and then it comes all the way over to the boards, and from there, it got deflected in front by his own defenseman, Baron Bogucki. My goodness, very unfortunate if you're a Storm fan. It went off your own defenseman. It's gonna be the 5th of the season. Grayson Quirk, and that's just pure hustle that Quirk demonstrated. There's Casano with another right pad save. That shot taken by Miner. Now the Red Knights smelling blood here with 5.5 minutes to go. I don't think they enjoyed being down 1, but they got a very lucky goal there, didn't they, to tie it up. Shots on goal, 13 for the Red Knights, 3 for the Storm. Here it is again, Quirk. Another opportunity. Grayson Quirk, I've mentioned his name several times already. He's having a game. Sometimes you're just feeling it, and I think number 14, Grayson Quirk, is feeling it tonight. Some nights you're not feeling it, and now we got a penalty on the Storm. Number 15 in the box, that is Carson Uhlenkamp, the junior. And now the Red Knights, having just tied it on a freaky goal, are gonna go up a player with a 2-minute advantage, and they wave off icing there. as chasing hit was Logan Smith. What an effort by Smith. Meanwhile, Red Knights on the power play with 1:43 remaining
Minor
in
penalty
that player
assist to
advantage. Here's the
Chanhassen, number 1,
minor
Stefano
penalty.
Carranza. 2 minutes delay of game.
Delay a game. I did not see or detect that. Boy, that is a ticky-tack penalty if you ask me. I didn't see it. I don't know, Paul, if you saw it or what that was about, but I missed it. It'd have to be egregious to be a delay a game, but perhaps it was. Meanwhile, that we're here where we're at, and it's 1:28 to go in the player advantage for the Red Knights, and they win the draw with the puck. Number 3, Mason Miner, taking his time. Red Knights looking very confident, very sure out there, and Kazano makes another good save. Carranza, I should say. That's his 15th shot on goal that he's faced. He's let in 1. Meanwhile, the Red Knights, Matthew Perreault, has only faced 3 shots, but let in 1. So percentage-wise, it favors the Storm. They're just not getting enough shots on goal if you're a Storm fan, though. You can't keep up, sustain a winning record with that percentage of shots on goal. Look at goaltender Carranza. Gotta love that name, right? Stefano Carranza. Great Italian hockey name. Makes another save, checks out his pipes. He's playing well. Minute to go in the power play. At this rate, he's gonna face 60 shots tonight. That is one heck of a night. Okay, now the Red Knights. Deflected almost by Logan Smith. Takes the Podine into the boards. Now Miner, backhand pass, no one there for the Red Knights. He lost track of it, I think, momentarily, but now they have track of it as Davis collects the puck at mid-ice. Now back to number 2, Carter Callan. Now into the zone, that's number 18, Podine. In front, now regrouping, Callan plays it off the corner, tries to bank it to number 16, Keegan Davis, right in front. And a Red Knight ends up in the goal mouth, and we got another whistle, and the goal has come off its mooring once again, I believe. Let's see what that whistle was for. Right in front, Kirshner, oh my goodness, he just couldn't quite get the stick on it. He's gonna be dreaming about that one later tonight. Faceoff will come outside the zone, just outside the blue line, with 3:25 remaining. Looking at that Red Knight bench, Coach Ken Pauley recently won his 600th game in his career. Think about that, winning 600 games at anything is amazing. All right, now Podine brings it in, no one on him, plays it off the boards behind the net. Both teams now at full strength as the Storm fight off that power play. We're tied at 1 in period number 1 from the rec center in St. Louis Park, right in front. Puck loose and a whistle. And I don't know why they called the whistle. The puck seemed like it was loose. Is it in the, where did the puck go? Here's Ulrich coming right in. Left pad save. Another left pad save by Kazano. Carranza. Good grief. Carranza's having a great night in nets, and I like watching him. He is very enthusiastic. He's being very confident. His body language, he's like, keep bringing it. He's engaged, and he's played well. He's faced 17 shots, turned away 16, and we still got 2:47 to go, and now an icing call will bring it right back to Carranza's zone. And he's just got to weather the storm here all night long. Storm need him to be heroic if they're going to win this one. And so far, he has been. Face-off won by the Red Knights right in front. Another near miss by the Red Knights. Almost too good by the Red Knights. There's two wide open, and the puck could not find the net. Meanwhile, the Storm, look at that big hit delivered by number 8, Connor Timmons. Just 5'7", 150 though. I could hear that hit from all the way up here at the top of the rafters at the rec center. where we're located, bringing you this match. Now the Storm finally come away with it with 2:10 to go, and they get it out to mid-ice. And Quirk, there he is again, plays it back into the Storm zone. Now Quirk on the forecheck again, and he forces an errant pass and a icing call, all on Grayson Quirk, who's got the lone goal for the Red Knights, and really forcing the action. As we go to this replay, there's Miner along with number 21 for the Storm. That's Mateo Silvia. And then they break out. Okay, 1:58 remaining, period number 1. You're watching ParkTV 16 Sports. Here come the Storm. Breaking into the Red Knight zone, trying to cross over was Nolan Warner, the junior, but it was poke-checked away. 1:47 to go. Now the Storm break out, 3-on-2. Coming right in, they play it ahead to Podine, now behind the net. Getting there is number 11, that is Kirshner. Backhands it to the far side. Red Knights keep the pressure on with a minute and a half to go. You know they want to get another goal here to go into the lead at the intermission. The Storm would love nothing better to go in with a 1-1 tie. 1:22 to go. Momentum is such a huge part of sports. And that's what this last minute and 17 is here to represent. Now behind the net, number 27, Brady Robbins. Outlet pass to the near side. Red Knights can't contain it. Now, oh, it hits the referee. Bad luck if you're a Storm fan. Unbelievable, actually, if you're a Storm fan. I'd be cursing that one. Now in on Casano. And the Red Storm come away with it on a nice save by Casano, and a big hit there at the blue line. Turns the puck over momentarily. 46 seconds remaining. Now the Storm tried to get it in at the blue line, but there was Johnson. Johnson comes away with it. Look at the nifty stick handling, and now the interception by number 19. I think that's McPartland. Comes in with the wrist shot. 1-on-2. And that was McPartland. Boy, he's got a nose for the puck, Ryan McPartland. Great anticipation. Now, in the forecheck, Nolan Warner trying to cause a problem against the Red Knights with 17 seconds remaining. Now the Red Knights finally break out. They'll have a chance for one more rush, but the pass is errant. Intercepted by number 7, Grayson Andres for the Storm. 6 seconds remaining. Period number 1, and it appears we're going to go into the intermission. Both teams tied at 1. Despite the shot differential, our score after 1 from the rec center, 1-1. You're watching ParkTV 16 Sports. We're streaming live on YouTube. Glad you're with us. Stay tuned for period number 2 as we step aside.
There's a place to share fun and a place to share the story you tell everyone. There's a place to share a laugh about when things went wrong, and a place to share the video of you dancing to your song. There's a place to share spare change, lunch, and your time. But we could all be better at sharing how we're feeling inside. 76% of employees have struggled with at least one issue that affected their mental health. When you share, you're not alone.
We're back at ParkTV 16 Sports on location, streaming live on YouTube, bringing you Metro West Boys varsity hockey. The Benilde-St. Margaret Red Knights at home in their final game of the regular season. They find themselves tied against the Chanhassen Storm. They came in, the Storm, with a 7-15 record. Meanwhile, the Red Knights 19-5 overall, 8-0 in the conference. The Storm 4-3-1 in the conference. They're 5th place, Red Knights in 1st place. They're looking ahead to the sections and hopefully the state tournament. They've had a difficulty getting there as they run into Edina several times in the sections. So this is their last tune-up before the sections, but they do want to leave with the win at home. Meanwhile, the Storm have just 3 shots on goal, but one of them has gone in. That's a 33.3% scoring percentage. Meanwhile, the Red Knights, 17 shots on goal, 1 in. So percentage-wise, the Storm have the advantage, but we're scored, are tied at 1 as we look at some of those young fans over there in the corner enjoying really superb Minnesota high school varsity hockey. So great to be that age, right? Just hanging out at the hockey rink. I remember those days, and there's our broadcast. There I am right there. There's a cameraman right there to my left over here. Glad you're with us. And the fans in front of us. All right, we're at center ice, about to begin. The Red Knights. There's our corner camera. Hey, how's it going? Glad you're with us. He's got the best spot in the house. All right, we're underway. The Red Knights going right to left. Storm going left to right, and they keep it in at the point by number 5. That was Nick Johnson. His shot went wide left into the corner. Just underway here, second period. I'm Robert Christensen. Glad you're with us on ParkTV 16 Sports. We're streaming live on YouTube. That shot taken from the far slot off the mark. Now the Storm applying the pressure. Nolan Warner in the corner. Going down was number 19. That was Ryan McPartland. He's there leading everything in the scoring department for the Storm. He also got their first and only goal in the first period. Now Kirshner comes in, centering pass. It got on the stick of a Red Knight, but they couldn't control it. Now keeping it at the point. Callan came in from mid-ice just to save it in the zone and put the shot right on net. And Stefano Carranza having a great night. There was number 2, Callan. And Stefano Carranza, the senior goaltender, having a great night. He's faced 19 shots. He's turned away 18 of them, and now he's going to face a face-off to his right, and that face-off is won decidedly by A.J. Ulrich, and he still controls the puck. From the face-off, centering pass in front, intercepted by the Storm's number 21, Mateo Silvia, and now Callan will have to regroup back to his own zone. Ahead to Ulrich. Ulrich facing a little bit of pressure. Now they manage the puck into the Storm zone. Intercepted briefly by Baron Bogucki. I have trouble with that name, Bogucki. Never seen that name before. Bogucki. All right, now far side, played by number 16, Keegan Davis. Davis to the near side. Callan plays it ahead to Popane. Number 9, Dylan Popane. There's a couple of Popanes, I believe. There's Dylan Popane and Junior Podine. They are separate names. Very similar though, aren't they? Now at mid-ice, Ulrich will regroup. As we approach the 15-minute mark of period number 2, we're tied at 1 in this Metro West matchup. Storm trying to get their 5th conference win. Now coming out with the puck, number 20, that's Blake Kennedy into the Red Knight zone. Kennedy got the return pass. His shot was deflected in front. Now on the rebound, here come the Red Knights, number 9. That is Dylan Popane right in on Carranza. And that puck will be blown dead, and that stops the clock with 14:42. He was gonna pass it over instead of shooting it. He didn't have a lot of a window to shoot at, but he probably would have been better off trying to pinpoint a shot than try to slide it across the slot, because there was a defenseman for the Red Knights all over that one. Great defensive positioning by the Red Knights. Now here come the Storm, and now we're gonna have a whistle from behind, and we're gonna have a penalty, and it looks like a holding call is gonna come on the Red Knights. And is it gonna be, or is it gonna be a Storm player? Let's see here. Or maybe no penalty. I didn't recognize what that hand signal. No, it's gonna go against number 23, Landon Famagletti, the junior defenseman right here. Where is he? 23. All right, he plays the puck right there. Is that going to be a hold? Wow, that is a ticky-tack foul, if you ask me. My goodness. Didn't seem like there was a lot of hold in that hold from my vantage point, but I'm not the expert. 2-minute power play for the Red Knights comes with 14:30 to go. There's already 1:57 seconds off the player advantage. Face off to the left of Carranza, the goaltender for the Storm. He's faced 20 shots so far. Here's the announcement. Holding 2 minutes.
2:28.
Boy, oh boy. Let him play, I say. All right, now at the top of the key, number 3, Mason Miner. Callan over to Miner. They've got a player advantage. We're tied at 1. Wrist shot deflected by Carranza. Gave up the rebound. No one there for the Red Knights to take advantage. Now with it, number 2, Callan into the corner. Back out to Miner. Miner now taking his time, comes in, top of the circle, pass into the slot. Now back out to Miner. Top of the key, wrist shot deflected in front by number 10, AJ Ulrich. He just missed. Meanwhile, rebound, still keeps in the zone. Miner, Callan with the one-timer, and Ulrich goes down in front. Rebound in front. Pass to the near side to Podine. He can't handle it. Podine now to Miner. 52 seconds remaining, the player advantage. Now we have a whistle from behind the net, and we're gonna have another penalty. This time I think it's gonna go against AJ Ulrich as he is protesting the call. And the clock is stopped with 13:22. Ulrich still pleading his case, and he's not gonna win that. Shaking his head, he totally disagrees. Let's see if we can get a replay of what that is. Thoroughly disgusted with that call, isn't he? Meanwhile, faceoff's gonna come all the way back into the Storm zone, and we will be 4 skaters apart. Here's the penalty call.
2 minutes slashing.
Slashing the call on Ulrich. Now, meanwhile, as we're at even strength, 4 skaters aside for the next 38 seconds, and then the Storm as the clock stops on the whistle. And we'll have a face-off to Storm goaltender Carranza's right, and a chance for our corner camera. 4-on-4 right now for 38 seconds. Then the Storm will go on a player advantage for about a minute and 10. And we're tied at 1 with 13 minutes to go exactly in period number 2 in this Metro West Conference matchup. And it's a good match so far. 23 shots on goal by the Red Knights. I don't know who should be, who's playing better. I guess the Red Knights have more shots on goal, but they haven't scored any goals, so you got to hand it to the Storm defense. Maybe they're playing better. They're tied at 1. They've got to be happy with that on the road, especially considering their completely opposite records. Now the Chanhassen Storm on the power play for 1 minute and 5, starting right now with 12:25 to go. And they will start out from their own zone. That's number 5, Baron Bagacki. Getting comfortable with his name, and he turns it over, and now the Red Knights will regroup in their own zone and kill some precious seconds off that power play for the Storm, and the Red Knights just dominating possession of the puck here. And the puck now coming out, and now they're on the offensive end is number 11 coming in. Cam Kirchner, he scores a shorthanded goal. Oh my goodness. That is heartbreaking if you're a Storm fan. You can see Carranza with our corner camera. He had the shavings of all the hockey ice that came up, and here is how this materialized. Number 11, Kirchner came in, and the pass, and then Podine, his shot, and he got his own rebound and put it into the net on a shorthanded goal by number 18, Junior Podine. And Junior Podine, that'll be his 22nd goal of the year. He's their leading goal scorer. That'll be his 20. Well, I have 2 statistics. I have 21 on one stat, 22. I think that's his 23rd on the year. Leading point getter, brings him to 47 points on the year. Podine, the senior, having a great season. Now the Storm. Both teams at full strength now with 11:15 to go, and we got a whistle and another stoppage in the Red Knight zone, and they lead 2-1. They're 9-1 in their last 10 games, the Red Knights, so they are hitting their stride as we look at the fans along the boards with their soft drinks and their phones, enjoying what is an actually frigid night here in the Twin Cities, St. Louis Park area. Below 0 the last several days, single digits. We are still in the middle of winter, but it's nice, warm, and hockey cozy here at the Rec Center in St. Louis Park. Glad you're with us. Oh, we got a penalty. I didn't even notice it. Hooking call on the Red Knights, so a chance for Storm. As playing the puck, number 23 landed Famagletti to the near side. Famagletti plays it ahead, attempted to get it ahead to number 25, Ryan Colleran for the Storm. Last time the Storm had a player advantage, they gave up a shorthanded goal. Now here comes Grayson Clerk as he brings it in to the zone, and he'll come right back out, just taking ticks off that power play and play it all the way back. And Carranza comes out to play it, backhands it ahead to number 23, Landon Famagletti. He can't get it past mid-ice, and the Red Knights forecheck on the power play, relentless, and the Storm having a hard time cracking it, bringing it into their own zone. Now with it, though, their best player, Ryan McPartland, decidedly their best player. He goes down in the corner. Meanwhile, interception in front. Wrist shot taken by number 14, Nolan Warner, deflected in front, and maybe the best scoring opportunity in a long time for the Storm. They now have 5 shots on goal, and the clock is stopped with 9:56 remaining in period number 2, 42 seconds remaining in the player advantage. And we're gonna have another penalty, this time on Mullerin as he skates off to join number 2, Carter Callan. I didn't see that penalty either. I'll have to listen for it. And now a 2-player advantage for the Storm. Boy, if they have a chance, I mean, it goes without saying, doesn't it? They win the face-off to number 27. Here's the penalty call. Randy Robbins right in.
Cross-checking.
Cross-checking on Mullerin. Mulheron, they pronounced it. I call it Mullerin. I like that better, but Mullerin. 9:50 to go in second period. Face-off now to the left of Matthew Perreault. He's only faced 6 shots. 3 in the first, 3 in the second, 6 total as the Storm win that face-off, and a chance to tie it up here with a 2-player advantage. They do not want to let this opportunity go by the wayside if they can help it. Right in on the slot. Perreault, rebound, puck still loose, no whistle. Finally, there's a whistle as they will untangle the scrum in front of the goal mouth, and there's Perreault, makes the save. They counted 2 shots on goal. There was the shot, the pass right in the slot. The shot taken by Logan Smith, number 2, he jams at it. Coming in also, number 14, Nolan Warner. And Perreault didn't have the puck, but the referee lost sight of it, and that's when they will usually blow that play dead. Always controversial depending on whose side you're on. Oh, the one-timer by Smith. That pass was lightning fast. He couldn't quite catch up with it, but he had a wide open net he just missed. Now with it, number 27, Robbins. 2 minutes, 2 seconds in the 2-player advantage. Now 1-player advantage. Coming out of the penalty box on to play Carter Callan. 1:10 remaining, and now in a player advantage for the Storm with the puck. Number 14, Nolan Warner. Shot taken from the top of the circle by number 27, Brady Rollins. And the rebound onto the stick of number 3 for the Red Knights, Mason Miner, and he'll clear the puck. 53 seconds remaining in the player advantage. Nice pass ahead to number 18, and what a shot that was, Jake Gleason. And he had Perreault handcuffed. He had no idea where that puck was on the save. What a shot right there. Perreault had no idea where it was. He did get his left pad on it, and the rebound opportunity was right there. Then Perreault came to his senses and found it and was able to scoop that up with the glove. That'll stop the clock with 8:41 remaining, 46 remaining in the player advantage. Now face off to the left of Perreault. And it is getting interesting here. It's still just 2-1. Even though the Red Knights are dominating on the shots on goal, it's still just 2-1, and guess what? Not anymore. And Carranza is complaining a little bit as Junior Podine gets his 2nd goal of the night, his 24th on the year. Watch this shot, though. What great athleticism by Podine. Just turns and just put a little on it. And how did that deflect up? I'd almost like to see it again, because it didn't appear to me. Here's our corner camera. Did he get all angle on that? Yes, he did. Wow. Big time shot by Podine. Carranza looking for interference, but he's going to get no help for the referees as the Red Knights now in their 2nd shorthanded goal of the night. puts them up 3-1, a 2-goal lead with 8.5 minutes to go. And the Storm, the silver lining for the Storm is they still have a player advantage for 34 seconds. Meanwhile, the referee over talking to the bench of the Storm. Here's their coach, Sean Bloomfield, asking for an explanation, backing up maybe what his goaltender was complaining about. I didn't see a huge complaint from the goaltender, Carranza, but it does appear that, you know, the coach is never going to win, but, you know, sometimes when you assert your point of view, you might get the call. Let's see here what Carranza may have been complaining about. The Red Knight player that just went out of our screen. Interference. We didn't quite see what happened that allowed Carranza, because Carranza was sort of prone ahead. It looked like he lost his balance in front and seemed to be blaming a Red Knight. As meanwhile, coming right in was Ryan McPartland on Perreault, and Perreault makes another great save. He's now faced 11 shots, so the Storm improving quite a bit here in the second period on their shots on goal. They only had 3 in period number 1. And now they're up to 11, but they're down 3-1 on the only stat that really matters, which is the score. And now both teams at full strength with under 8 minutes to go. Now outlet pass to Grayson Quirk, and he has just been lightning out there. Nice forward pass ahead to number 16, Keegan Davis. Nice touch on that pass by Grayson Quirk in my estimation. Just finessed it ahead, didn't he? Sometimes it's those plays that are just as enjoyable as a goal. As we have a whistle, and I'm not sure what that one was for, as we see here McPartland coming in. Boy, you can see his talent. He had a couple holes to shoot for. He tried to go to the left side, and now we got a Red Knight in the penalty box. And again, another confused Red Knight. This time it's Keegan Davis looking to his coach, showing a little frustration and confusion. Why am I here? That's exactly what he's saying. And I'm not sure why he's there either. We'll listen to the call. Another.
The Red Knights, number 16, Keegan Davis. 2 minutes roughing.
2 minutes roughing on Davis. I didn't see that one either. Not that it didn't happen. I'm looking at stats at my video board and live play. Here comes Podine. He's got 2 goals on the night already, looking for a hat trick. You got to think he's trying to smell that out. Number 18, Junior Podine, the senior. His name is Junior, but he's a senior, and this is his last home game of the regular season of his career. And he's got 2 goals on the night, the leading goal scorer all year long. As the Storm try to keep it in the zone, they do successfully with 1:15 remaining in the player advantage. And now the puck will come all the way back along the near boards. Carranza plays it to the near side to number 27, Robbins, and a long pass all the way down. Gets tipped into the Red Knight zone. It's going to come all the way back. Carranza once again with 55 seconds remaining. Storm aren't out of this, although if you look at the shots on goal, it would appear they are. But they are still just down 2 goals, and now we have another whistle and offsides. It's going to be the call, and that stops the clock with 6:13 remaining. Faceoff will come just outside the blue line, and a chance to remind you that you are watching ParkTV 16 Sports, streaming live on YouTube. And the face-off controlled by the Red Knights. Getting there first in their own zone was number 25, Noah Johnson, the 225-pound senior. Can you imagine that coming at you? That big size on skates? Nobody was that large when I was a kid in the pros. Nobody was over 6 feet tall, barely. Maybe 6'2". Bobby Smith was. All right, now puck back into the Red Knight zone with under 6 to go. Getting there first for the Storm, number 20 is Blake Kennedy. Kept in at the point nicely by number 23, Famigletti, and now the puck quickly. Boy, it's amazing how fast that comes all the way back down to Carranza. Now both teams at full strength. The Red Knights kill off that penalty. And they did get a shorthanded goal. And now a hard hit behind Perreault. That goes uncalled. Hit taken by number 31, Quinn Redding, and now right in back in front. Shot deflected, taken by number 8, Connor Simmons, out of play. Stops the clock with 5:08 right there. Look at that big hit taken. Huh? It's not for little boys out here. Checking is allowed, and that was not a charging call. He was within a step there. There's a quick wrist shot deflected in front of Carranzo. Rebound, though, on the stick of number 8, Connor Timmons. Now behind the net, under 5 to go, period number 2. Puck comes loose, centering pass in front, and Carranzo able to smother it, pushing and shoving as they fight for position. Meanwhile, goaltender Stefano Carranzo, the senior, looking at our corner camera. I like Carranzo. Very active goaltender out there. Reminds me of Don Beaupre, an old North Star from the 80s. If you're old enough out there listening, you might remember Don Beaupre. He's a quick goaltender for the North Stars back in the day. All right, now Red Knights come right in behind. Was number 9, Dylan Popane. He tried to step it, and Carranzo makes the save. Now the puck back out into the Red Knights zone. Storm control. Behind the net, played by the Red Knights, number 3, Mason Miner. Back out to mid-ice. Here comes Salmon. Salmon centering pass in front. Carranzo deflects it. Now on the stick of number 17, Taylor Salmon again. Salmon with it. Near side, Miner with a quick wrist shot from a tough angle. Gets deflected by Carranzo. He has been playing magnificently for the Storm, giving up only 3 goals on 30 shots. 2 of them shorthanded. Now centering pass goes by the wayside of the far boards. Kept in at the point by number 5, Nick Johnson. Now behind the net, Johnson still playing with it. No, that was number 8, Timmons. Now on the far side, there's Johnson at the point, the defenseman. Now Timmons behind the net. We're at full strength, under 4 to go. Miner comes in, goes to the backhand, the shot, and misses wide right. Deflection off the boards. Miner gets his own rebound. Now he comes in on the slot, gets his shot deflected, and it's going to come all the way down, and that's going to draw a whistle and an icing call as the Storm just looking for some relief there. Get it with 3:29 to go. As you look at other fans along the hockey rink, watching one of the best teams in the state of Minnesota, if not the country, the Red Knights of Benilde-St. Margaret's, ranked again in the top 10. Trying to get to the state tournament. Their Section 6-3A section is loaded with talent. Namely, Edina. Prevented them from making it the last several years, but they're going to take another run at it in the section playoffs coming up. No better hockey excitement than high school hockey in Minnesota, and the sections especially, along with the state tournament. Tonight, though, the final regular season game of the 2025 Red Knight team. They lead 3-1. 31 shots on goal, 11 for Chanhassen. Now Podine comes right in the doorstep, and that puck just gets by that post. There was an opening there for the Red Knights to increase their lead. Couldn't convert. And they are just dominating now on the offensive forecheck. And now Mercy killing it. And are they going to call another icing? No, they wave it off. Nice job by number 31 for the Storm. Quinn Redding to clear the puck. But quickly, the Red Knights bring it all the way back in. Now picking it up for the Storm, number 5, Baron Bogucki. And his outlet pass right on the mark, except for the Red Knights, number 18, Junior Podine. He's looking for his 3rd goal of the night. Now behind the net, skating after it, Tyler Kirshner for the Red Knights, who are just dominating here again late in the second, under 2 to go. Now here come the Storm, 3-on-3. Nice poke check to stop the momentum by the Red Knights, number 26, Mason Smith, and we have a whistle and a stoppage with 1:51 remaining in period number 2. And a face-off just outside the blue line. 3-1 our score. In to take the draw for the Red Knights, number 10, A.J. Ulrich. For the Storm, that was Mateo Silvia. Red Knights win the draw. Near side pass, little pepper on that as Popine does get it into the zone. Minor back to Popine on the one-timer. Oh, he is ruining that. He thought he had a goal, didn't he, Popine? That was a nice return. Minor, look at that pass and the one-timer. He was going for that upper right corner, but you gotta hand it to goaltender number 1 for the Storm, Stefano Carranza. With his quickness, came over and cut off that angle. The whole point of that goal was to catch Carranza out of place, and he was in place. So great job by Carranza making that save. And now we're gonna have a penalty on number 17, Kalen Ballet. There's that one-timer. Look at our corner camera. Great angle. Carranza was right where he needed to be, and he beat that shot. Meanwhile, though, in the penalty box, we look at number 17, Kalen. His last name is spelled B-A-L-L-I-E-T. So, you know, the French would say Balliet, maybe. It's probably Balliet. So, I'll do the best I can with that one. I'm gonna go with the French, Balliet. It's more fun to say. It's probably Balliet. Anyway, he's in the penalty box. 1:55 remaining. Player advantage for the Red Knights. Still just a 2-goal lead, even though they have 32 shots on goal. So they've got to be disappointed in their conversion rate. But they've got to be happy being up by 2. All right, now Minor. Top of the circle, wrist shot. Wide left. Hard off the boards, into the net, out of play. Stops the clock with 59.6 seconds remaining. And unless the Red Knights score, they're going to be on the power play for the remainder of period number 2, and will commence period number 3 with a player advantage. And they're going to move the face-off now to the near circle, right next to our corner camera, which is what we like. And they waste no time dropping the puck. Minor. Balliet, 2 minutes hooking. That's how the PA announcer, so Balliet. I'll go with that, I like it. And now we're gonna have another penalty on the Storm, number 16. Gavin Anderson is gonna give the Red Knights now a 2-player advantage, and let's see what this was for. They're 16 from behind. Oh yeah, cross check, huh? He took a run at him. That could be charging as well, both. Roughing, pick your 2-minute penalty. Let's see what it is.
Anderson, 2 minutes cross-checking.
Cross-check. All right, now the Storm have put themselves in a bind here. My goodness, Minor, they're just gonna unload on poor goaltender Stefano Carranza, aren't they? 1:05 in the 2-player advantage. 22 seconds remaining in the penalty, or in the period, I should remind everyone. And Minor goes down, Carranza goes down for the save. Now in front, 14 seconds with the puck, number 18, that is Podine. He's looking for the hat trick tonight. Minor, right in front. Callan with the wrist shot, deflected by McPartland on defense for the Storm. 1 second remaining, and there's the buzzer. And the Storm gets saved by the buzzer. Look at Carranza just bent over there in the crease. He has faced the gauntlet here. He's still resting. And our period number 2 is over. You're watching ParkTV 16 Sports. We're gonna step aside. Come on back for period number 3. Our score 3-1 Red Knights. They'll be on the power play when we come back.
What to expect when you're expecting a teenager.
Today we're talking about how to wake up your teen, and this works literally every time.
Good kisses. Good kisses. You heard how loud
I know,
was.
I heard. It wasn't you. Yeah. It was the...
Is that bacon?
You don't have to know it all to be a perfect parent. Thousands of teens in foster care will love you just the same.
Active ParkTV 16 Sports on location. Tonight we are at the Rec Center bringing you period number 3 of Metro West Boys Hockey featuring the Chanhassen Storm coming in on the road to the Rec Center, taking on the Benilde-St. Margaret Red Knights. And there's our score after 2 complete, 3-1. The story of the game, though, is 34 shots on goal for the Red Knights, only 11 for the Storm, yet the score is still reachable for the Storm. They're only down 2 with 17 minutes to go, but they're gonna start the third period in a hole as the Red Knights have a 2-player advantage for the first 40 seconds of period number 3. Then they'll have a 1-player advantage for another 31 seconds after that. As we look at the conference standings, they're the Red Knights 8-0 in the conference, 19-5 overall. Chanhassen in the middle of the pack, 4-3-1, 7-15-1. But we've got 1 period to go here, 17 minutes on the clock. Storm still have a chance, down 2 goals, but they're gonna have to fight off a 2-player advantage and maybe a player advantage after that for the first minute and 11 of period number 3. A critical part if the Storm want to get back into this one to avoid giving up a goal on the power play here early on. Now the Red Knights control the puck as to be expected. They're going left to right. That's Miner now in the slot. Quick shot, rebound into the near side. Miner in the circle. Wrist shot deflected in front. Rebound and a goal. Number 18, is that Podine? It is. He's going to get the hat trick. Junior Podine in his final home game of the regular season. We were wondering about that. Miner with the wrist shot deflected. Podine on the rebound. Quickly wrist shots it and beats the goaltender Stefano Carranza. And there's a hat on the ice signifying that. I think I saw a hat. There's another couple hats. As the kids are throwing them out there, the referees are throwing them back. I remember seeing some hat tricks in the pros when I was a kid going to North Stars games at the Met Center, and there would be a ton of hats out there for North Star, and they wouldn't be giving them back. They'd have a shovel out, shoveling up all the baseball North Star hats out there. But a nice sentiment for Junior Podine, and what a great memory for him. You know, your senior year in school is filled with memories throughout the year. So many endings, and what a great ending for Junior Podine. His 3rd goal of the night gives him, I think, 26 on the year. And more importantly for the Red Knights, a 3-goal lead in this one against the Storm. They were down 1-0 early in the first, but they've had 3 unanswered goals as now another shot comes right in, and goaltender Stefano Carranza has had his work cut out for him tonight. He's played magnificently, facing 35 shots, despite giving up 4. Many of those, or several of those, he had no chance on. All right, play back underway in their own zone. The Red Knights now comfortably in front, 4-1. And both teams now at full strength with 15 and a half minutes to go in regulation. Red Knights control the puck at the point, kept in by number 21, Peyton Mullerin. Now played by number 11, Cam Kirschner, as the Storm come out with it. That's McPartland, the leading goal getter and point getter for the Chanhassen Storm. He's got a goal tonight, the lone goal, and now McPartland on the forecheck, trying to make something happen, and he does have the ability to make things happen on his own, and he's still on the forecheck there behind the net as the puck comes loose at mid-ice, and the Storm player goes down, and now an opportunity for number 10, A.J. Ulrich right in, and the rebound, and Carranza makes the save with his left pad just in the nick of time, and the rebound comes all the way out to mid-ice with 14:35 to go. Now here comes the Storm. That's going to be an offsides as number 8 got over the blue line, Theo Kubek. As we look at this replay, as the player had gone down just prior to that, Ulrich takes a big hit from behind. These guys are hitting out there. High intensity in this Metro West Conference rivalry between the Chanhassen Storm and the Red Knights of Benilde-St. Margaret. 14 and a half minutes to go in the regular season for the Red Knights. So excited. We got playoff hockey coming up here in Minnesota in late February. And that rush by A.J. Ulrich Ends up with the Storm taking the puck back in their own zone. That's Landon Famigaletti. Tries to get it out, and now the hit there. You got to look out for some of these cheap hits here and there, especially if your team is down. It's human nature to want to take a shot there to let out the frustration. Very important. Both teams keep their cool out there. Now the Red Knights with the puck. Number 2, Carter Callan at mid-ice, dumps it, and he'll skate off on the change behind the net. Carranza stops the puck on the change, and a chance for the Storm to break it out, and they do. Tipping it into the zone was Logan Smith right in front, and the shot taken by number 18, Jack Gleason. And we're gonna have a penalty and a slash, I think gonna be the call on the Red Knights as we see Gleason coming right in and try to get it. And are they gonna call that? Or maybe no penalty at all. I don't know what the whistle is for. Yeah, here it is. It is on Johnson. They're gonna call him for a slash, but I don't think Johnson should get a slash. He's got a wry smile as he steps into the penalty box. Maybe he thinks he's guilty. I didn't think he was of anything. But we'll see. I think it was a slash. I did see a bit what could be called as a slash.
Nick Johnson, 2 minutes, slashing.
Slashing is the call. All right, now shorthanded. That doesn't make any difference to the Red Knights. They've got 2 shorthanded goals on the year, and coming in all alone, well, not almost all alone, was Cam Kirshner, and the Storm were able to poke check that away right at the last second. But he was right in on the doorstep, and now the referee getting in the way of the puck again. That's the second time, third time now it's happened, as that deflects off the referee to Podine. Meanwhile, intercepting it at mid-ice and having to stop to get his player on side was number 27, Brady Robbins. Great peripheral vision. Now McPartland, the leading scorer, and a very dynamic player, comes in, stops at the blue line, and now an offsides will be called on the Storm, as number 2, Logan Smith, I think, was just over the line on the near side as McPartland tried to bring it in over on the far side. As we look at some of the fans in their winter attire, it's clearly winter here in Minnesota. Single digits below digit temperatures. If you're watching in Florida or someplace warm, good for you. Hope you're enjoying our broadcast here on ParkTV 16 Sports. I'm Robert Christensen. Of course, I'm glad you're with us. We enjoy bringing you all the sports action here on ParkTV 16 Sports, especially with our 3 cameras. We got the corner camera going. And now the Storm bring it in, and that was number 23, Famigaletti. As Red Knight will go down, and we're going to have a tripping call this time on the Storm against, is it going to be Smith, number 2? It is. There he is, number 2, Logan Smith. Second leading point getter for the Storm. Let's see if we can get a replay of the trip right there. Certainly looked like a trip. Hard shut of the door by Logan Smith, perhaps expressing his displeasure with that call. It didn't seem like much of a trip, but appearances are everything when it comes to trying to call penalties, especially when the players play as fast as they do. Optical illusions can happen. All right, now the Red Knights, both teams 4 skaters apart, or apiece, for 9 more seconds. Here comes Podine. He's got 3 goals on the night. Looking for number 4, coming right in on the doorstep, loses control of the puck, and Carranza, the Storm goaltender, decides to smother. Here's Podine. He's got to be feeling it, right? 3 goals tonight. Got to think he'd be just come right in, and he got corralled. Good defense. As we look at some Storm fans over there. I was just talking to those 2 gentlemen up here. They were complimenting us on the broadcast ball. Those are the 2 gentlemen I was talking to. And I think they're here supporting the Storm fans, but they certainly enjoyed our broadcast, or so they said. Always good to hear any type of feedback, negative or positive. All right, now Red Knights with the puck in their own zone. 11-19. Outlet pass by number 3, Minor to mid-ice. He gets turned back, and he'll regroup. And nice forecheck by number 20, Blake Kennedy, for the Storm. And the Red Knights now will have 1 player advantage for another 55 seconds with 11 minutes to go in the match. Podine skates it into the zone, leaves it for A.J. Ulrich in the corner. He loses his edge, but able to keep control of the puck. And now at the point is Miner. Miner now, pass to Podine in the circle. Trouble handling it, recovers, now Miner right in front of the goal, and it's Podine again. As he found the goal just inside the right pipe, and Junior Podine has his 4th goal. What do you throw out on a 4th goal of the night? Podine, my goodness. Huh? Look at that smile. He is feeling it. Number 18, Junior Podine, 5'8", 153-pound senior right winger with 4 goals at home on his last senior home game. And before the playoffs, quite a player, Junior Podine, 4 goals. And now, 26th of the year. Came in with 22 goals, 24 assists, 46 points on the year. Right now he's gonna leave with 50 points in the regular season. What a career for Junior Podine, what a senior season he's been having. Now the question is for the Red Knights, can they navigate the sections and finally get to the state tournament? All right, now with the puck, number 14, Grayson Quirk, who got the scoring started with goal number 1, but it's been all Junior Podine on the scoring column after that. Now the Red Knights in their own zone, both teams at full strength, just under 10 to go in regulation. Storm played into the Red Knight zone. There's McPartland. Also just an exciting player. Look at the speed of McPartland as he chases down Quirk, staying with him the whole way. Oh my goodness, Quirk came off the boards and right behind him and then taking a shot at him, and number 31 is going to go to the penalty box, and he took a huge slash at Quirk from behind, and that was out of control. First of all, Quirk avoids the missile, and there's number 31, Quinn Redding, and that slash I saw right from behind, he took a hack right at the back of the leg of the Red Knight player. And the Red Knights will go on the player advantage. Don't understand the reasoning for that penalty other than just young frustration. Now Miner comes in. Carranza makes that save, but gives up the rebound, and the Red Knights have control, and they are just going to tee it up here, aren't they, for the next minute and 44. There's a quick shot and a goal. I was not wrong. This time teeing it up was number 11, Cam Kirshner, and that's exactly what that was on the one-timer from Miner. Bang, tee it up. One-timer beats Carranza on the short side, and he has got to have had enough tonight. 38 shots, he's let in 6 now. And no more penalties if you're the Storm. Not going to do a lot of good. It's just going to increase the score 6-1, I believe, as the Red Knights win that draw as we approach the 9-minute mark. Carranza comes out to stop the puck, and the Red Knights are not letting up, are they? Here comes the Storm on the near side, though. Number 14, Nolan Warner, right in on parole, and it gets deflected as Nick Johnson came back to deflect that just in the nick of time. Watch Nick Johnson. He tries to play both players. Actually did not get his stick on it. I thought he might have. Meanwhile, number 14, Nolan Warner, just missed the net there, high over Peralta. I'm not sure if that hit Peralta's right shoulder or not. It's hard for my angle to decipher that. Face off though to Peralta's right. He's only faced 14 shots tonight. Now with it, Nolan Warren comes right in, and he gets the one-timer in midair, and a save by Peralta. Number 14 for the Storm, Nolan Warner, the junior forward, really elevating his play here in the last minute. Now centering pass ahead. Was that Podine? He takes a shot. It's going to get rough out here. Storm have nothing to lose here, but beat up on the Red Knights, I feel. Now Nick Johnson comes in the wrist shot, and Carranza with another save. Gave up a plum rebound right back to Nick Johnson. His next shot ricochets all the way to mid-ice. Picked up by number 26, Mason Smith. Drops it back to Nick Johnson. Johnson spins back around, now plays it off the boards. Back to 26, which is Smith. And now the puck makes its way to Davis and behind the net. And we're gonna have a penalty, I believe, as Perreault leaves the net. Another penalty on the Storm as they now have a skater advantage, and they're gonna hold on to the puck with 8 minutes, 7:42 to go. And they break out. Podine going for his 5th goal of the year. 5th goal of the game, what am I talking about? Now, here he does it at the circle, the shot, and that deflects and rebound onto the stick of the Red Knights, and they're gonna continue here until the Storm can touch that puck and stop the clock. Then the real power play will start. Miner in the zone, tried to hit number 2, Carter Callan, in the slot, couldn't hit him, and now there's gonna be a whistle and maybe another penalty as we look right here. The shot by Warner, and he almost got his rebound in mid-ice, and it went off the right shoulder of Perreault. Great camera work by ParkTV 16 Sports. And let's see, penalties all around, and that is going to be number 23, Landon Famigletti. He'll take a seat as he slams the penalty box door. And we've got a Red Knight, I believe I saw that was number 16, Keegan Davis, also in the box. So probably offsetting penalties here as we play on. 5 skaters aside as we approach the 7-minute mark remaining in the match. And another whistle will stop the clock with exactly 7 minutes to go. And a face-off will be to Stefano Carranza's left. The Storm, they've got one more game coming up on Saturday against New Prague at the Victoria Ice Arena. That'll conclude their Keegan Davis is going for cross-checking for the Red Knights, and Famigletti for roughing. 2 minutes offsetting. Now with it, Logan Smith, second leading scorer, coming right in, splits the defense, gets his stick on it, but Perreault was there for an easy right pad save. Keeps the puck alive, kept in on the far boards though by number 16, Gavin Anderson for the Storm. Red Knights take over control, outlet pass to center ice to number 8, Connor Timmins, now in front, saved by Carranza. Rebound shot taken by Nick Johnson from the near boards, rebound in the corner. Now Johnson at the point, skates in, looks for a shot, backhands it to number 8, Timmins. Shot saved by Carranza, he's way out of place, finally scoots back in, and now here comes McPartland as he pokes it ahead to himself and couldn't get there in time as Noah Johnson came off the bench. The 6'6", 225-pound defenseman stopped McPartland, but now he gets it again, brings it across the blue line along with teammate number 16, Gavin Anderson, as McPartland trying to find some scoring opportunities here as we are under 6 minutes to go in period number 3. Now the puck along the near boards. Johnson comes in. Can you imagine? He's 6'6" without skates. That's 6'8". Just huge, and there he is with it. Nice job by Johnson. Outlet pass right on the stick of number 21, Peyton Mullerin. Now back behind the Storm zone, behind the net. Played by number 20 for the Red Knights, Tyler Kirshner. Now the Storms, number 6 plays it to the near boards. That's Peter Vidmar, the junior, and all the way down, and an icing call will stop the clock with 5:01 remaining in period number 3. Our score is 6-1. Shots on goal decidedly in favor of the Red Knights, 42-16. As we look at Coach Ken Pauley, recently was acknowledged for his 600th high school varsity victory in his coaching career. And that's gonna go up here, another victory. That was about 2 weeks ago. He's probably at what, 602, 603 after tonight. But these Red Knights, I've been covering them now for almost maybe 8 years now, and they have always run into a superior team in the Section 6 AAA Finals, Section Playoffs this year, looking to find a way through. It'd be nice to see them make the state tournament, wouldn't it? All right, now here they are, Ulrich, 4:39 to go. Cross the line to number 9, Dylan Popane. Now into the corner. Storm try to clear it, and they do to mid-ice. Now playing it on the far boards for the Storm, Blake Kennedy. Kennedy still tried to play it, now poked by number 25, Ryan Colleran for the Storm, and he'll skate off as they'll change on the fly, 4:11 to go. Now at mid-ice, intercepted by number 5, Baron Bogolkis. He comes in across the line, taken back though by Nick Johnson as he gets it ahead to number 20 for the Red Knights, Tyler Kirshner, as he skates it into the zone. No help though, all Storm, but he still maintains control of the puck. Comes in all alone, backhand shot and a goal. Number 20, Tyler Kirshner. And when I say single-handedly, or wait, did I get that wrong? Was it AJ Ulrich? I'm sorry. Boy, I thought it was Kirshner and then it was Ulrich, and he came to the near side. We'll get it right. Left backhand beats Carranza. AJ Ulrich, the 5'10", 165-pound senior left winger, forward, gets the goal. That will be his 11th goal of the year. 7-1, and now we've got a fight here in the corner, in our corner camera, and that's Noah Johnson, along with number 18, Jack Gleason. And they're both gonna go off for roughing. And temper is starting to flare, but here's our corner camera bringing you the action. Doesn't get better than this. Oh, there's the quick shot right there. And then the near boards, even after that play, Johnson on top. And just staying on top of him. You know, that was actually, I think, a pretty innocent looking play. I think he fell on him by accident. And then the referees just blew the whistle, and they're only blowing it on Johnson, it seems to me. Or are they gonna send off a Storm player? Nope. So, a player advantage coming up, and we are in running time with the 6-goal advantage, 2:38, so the clock is continuing to wind down. The mercy rule kicks in at 6-goal lead. There's our corner camera. And Noah Johnson is in the box. Comfortably in front now. The Storm will have a 1-player advantage for almost the rest of the match. 2:10 to go in the game, 1:49 to go in the player advantage. It's all academic here. Now intercepted by Nick Johnson, number 5. And he'll play it down. 2 minutes roughing on Johnson. Again, it appeared to me he kind of fell on him accidentally, and then when he was on top of him, I was looking in the replay to see if he would abuse his position there, and I really didn't see that by Noah Johnson. He just ended up on top of him, and again, one of those things where appearances mean everything, whether it was actually true or not. I just thought that was an innocent play, but regardless, clock will continue to run down here, 1:23 and counting. As we looked at Noah Johnson, we'll go to center ice with 1:16 remaining in the match. And just a chance to remind you, you've been watching ParkTV 16 Sports. We're streaming live on YouTube. It's our last hockey match of the 2025 year. Glad you were with us for all our broadcasts. We'll be coming back with some basketball and then spring sports, of course, for both St. Louis Park and Benilde-St. Margaret's, residents of St. Louis Park, which brings us here. Okay, now 45 seconds remaining. Storm will fall to 7, 16-1 overall. 3-7 in their last 10. Meanwhile, the Red Knights will go to 10-0 in their last 10. And they are primed, ready for the sections, ready to go. They seem to be peaking at the right time. And the story of the night has to go to Junior Podine as we conclude our broadcast here. 13 seconds remaining. 4 goals on the night for Junior Podine. That's the story. To take home, 4 seconds remaining, 2 seconds. Storm with the puck, and there is the buzzer. And the end of the regular season for the Benilde-St. Margaret Red Knights. Storm have one more game coming up against New Prague. So for Paul Broden, our producer, and everyone connected with ParkTV 16 Sports, my name is Robert Christensen. Thank you for listening. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you again. Have a great night.